Keep the slander.
We got
Is that my
Bakram.
Russian brother?
We got Bakram.
Ah,
The boogeyman.
очень хорошо.
What?
Hi there.
Hi
Очень
there.
Marco feel
хорошо.
like he at home.
He went to grab some water. We're at the gym right now.
All
Yeah.
right. No worries.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
How's it going, guys?
All good.
What's
How
up? What's
about
up?
you?
Yo.
Good. I'm trying to get in shape. Here, Coach Roma is doing workout right now.
We need Two-Tone to get in shape. He said he want to join y'all. Hey.
Yeah, bring him in. He's in LA.
Me and Bakram get some rounds, big.
Привет.
Whoever's in LA, come through.
Oh, you're in
We
LA?
actually, yeah, in LA, but we're gonna come to Vegas for the fight, Benavidez fight, I think.
Yeah. When you guys get here?
February 1st, I think, the fight.
Oh, you get the day of the fight. Okay, you're driving up. Cool.
We'll get there the day before or 2 days before.
Let me know so I can get a interview at the hotel room, some exclusive.
Yeah,
But
no problem. Let's push this. Hold on, let me see how far.
yeah, no worries. Take your time. I'm gonna take a caller in the meantime. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Tech.
the
Are you?
boogeyman.
You're not there. Chuck.
Oh, there he is. Готово.
Chuck. Never mind, Chuck. I'll be back to you. Looks like they're ready.
Okay. Okay, we're ready.
All right.
Yeah, I'll rock out.
Yeah, you could leave, bro. I'm good.
Hi, how are you?
Привет.
Bakram, what's going on, my friend?
Hi.
Ближе сядьте, чтобы тебя больше видно.
Да.
Go ahead, I mean.
Welcome, gentlemen. Welcome. Listen, you guys are giving us your time. We appreciate that. We want to talk about, what you guys got going on or actually don't have going on. We know Bakram just got this, world title and he's ready to get back in the ring. And it doesn't seem to be, much on the table for you guys. So what's going on? What do you guys what have you been offered? Who are you looking to get in the ring with? And why haven't we seen Bakram in the ring already?
Спрашивает, что сейчас происходит, на какой стадии все происходит, почему что-то предлагают, не предлагают, почему мы тебя еще в ринге не увидели.
Ну, пока что стадии никакой нету, потому что никто не хочет драться. В принципе, вот поэтому ничего нету.
So he says basically we're on a hold. No one wants to fight yet, so we're just waiting. Nobody wants to fight.
But we hear that all the time, right? We hear that all the time. Like,
yeah, we're gonna become a step-aside fighter again.
No, listen to what I'm saying. Offers. Let's talk about offers. I mean, like, it doesn't have to be, real like contractual, but who have you spoken to? Because we need to know. Because fighters say that all the time. Who's turning down the fade, so to speak?
На какой вообще какие-то были предложения или хотя бы с твоей стороны предложения кому-то подраться? Он тебе этот в Инстаграме написал, мужик.
Да не, пока ничего не было, потому что, во-первых...
А тебя что-то...
во-первых, сначала травма была руки, лечили руку, сейчас рука уже в порядке, поэтому сейчас начинаем охоту за головами, как говорится. Надо сначала выбрать, кто хотя бы согласен драться. Например, Фундора не хочет драться, этого нету, Crawford дерется с Альваресом, и мы выбираем, надо еще с кем-то подраться, с кем-то надо достойным драться, а не с кем попало.
So basically, I was coming off the hand injury from the fight, and I just healed up, and right now, I'm starting hunting heads right now. Fundor doesn't want to take it. Crawford is busy, but we don't want to just fight anybody. We want to fight someone who's, someone good, someone who's worth it. And that's pretty much it.
May I jump in? What's up, guys? I wanted to ask you, out of everybody at 54, who would you say would be Bakram's toughest fight?
Конечно, Crawford.
He understands English too. Yeah, Terence Crawford.
Terrence Crawford. Okay, and of all of the top guys, who would you say, the easiest for your style?
Готовый стиль кто?
Maybe Ortiz, maybe Fundora.
Virgil,
Maybe,
Fundora.
I don't know. Ринг покажет в любом случае.
Fight will show.
Have
Понимаю.
y'all spoke to Oscar and anybody about the Ortiz fight, or?
Кто-то предлагал тебе Ортиза?
Да, Турки предлагал 22 февраля, но из-за того, что у меня рука была сломана, но я бы не успел подготовиться.
Turkey offered him the fight for the Usyk.
Ну, там не было, что прямо предложили, а типа может быть.
Yeah, it was a verbal offer, like maybe we'll make that one happen for when it was Usyk Fury for the undercard, but because his hand, he was just off the 2 fight and would be like right away going to the camp.
Но еще там такое могло быть, что типа когда Энис не согласился, что типа как будто бы как запасного, что типа понял.
Yeah, plus he didn't like the way it was put, that because so it was like if Ennis doesn't take the fight, then I'm like a back, like something weird like that. So he didn't quite understand the offer. It wasn't like really an offer like let's fight Virgil this day. It was basically a backup in case Ennis doesn't like it. It was weird. So it was like, what the hell?
I mean, it almost seems like your last fight with Zoo almost hurt you because now you scared the shit out of everybody in the division. I mean, do you think that's possible?
Да, я думаю, Ортис примерно такой же, как и Джо, ничем не лучше. Не, это я понял.
Не, ну он спрашивает, это типа, возможно, из-за этого с тобой никто не хочет.
Не знаю, я думаю, один бой ничего не решает. Если бы я бы на протяжении 3-4 боев такой бокс показывал, тогда бы, может быть, что-то решало бы. Решают всегда деньги. А в основном сейчас боксеры бизнесмены, а не спортсмены.
So basically, what he says is that one fight doesn't really show anything. If he was doing it throughout like 3-4 fights in a row, then maybe that would be one of the main reasons. But right now, it's just money talks, and a lot of fighters are businessmen right now. So I'm sure if they offer a lot of money to someone, anybody will fight him.
So let me ask you about that business part, because I want to know. This is me want to know what does PBC have on the table for you as a promotional company? Do you feel like that they offer you something? Because I know you're willing to move up to 160, right? So are they giving you anything legitimate, or do you feel like you're being played around with a little bit?
Это тебе что-то конкретно BBC, думаешь, собирается предложить? Потому что он говорит, я знаю, что ты хочешь 160 тоже подняться, подраться. Тебе что-то, или думаешь, они просто играют, вот, непонятно, просто
Я не знаю, что будет. В любом случае, они знали про мою руку, и они знали, что минимум 2-3 месяца мне надо будет восстановиться, а потом начинается Рамадан, поэтому каких-то таких разговоров пока что не было, но были разговоры после боя, что, скорее всего, они мне дадут бой с победителем Фундора Спенс, но как Спенс не подрался с Фундорой, мы можем подраться с Фундорой сразу, никаких проблем нету, просто я думаю, он этого не хочет.
Yeah, so basically, doctor had to clear him after the fight for his hand. So BBC knew that he needs at least 2 months to be clear to even be able to fight from the commission, and then Ramadan starting again. So, but what he was told is that he will probably most likely fight a winner of Fundora Spence, but then Spence is not fighting Fundora. He's like, why don't we just make that fight happen? Like, if I was supposed to fight a winner, let's just fight.
What's his thoughts on the rumor that Joey Spencer is the potential opponent for Fundora, and the fact that the WBO already said they would not approve Spencer for the WBO title?
Да, я видел его один бой только, и он в этом бою выглядел очень плохо и проиграл досрочно. Я думаю, в любом случае его из топ-15 ни в одной версии, наверное, нету, как он может с ним драться.
He says, I saw one of his fights only and he didn't look good at all. And he's like, he's not even top 15 anywhere. He's like, how can this even happen? Like, it makes no sense.
Bakram, what about the man that Charlo, the former lineal champion at
Wait,
154.
can you start over? Because I couldn't hear anything up until now.
Okay. What about the man that was paying y'all bags to avoid that? He didn't want to fight y'all, basically, in my opinion. The former lineal champion, the 154-pound king, Jermell Charlo. We want that squabble. It's a big PBC fight. Might save the company. What about that fight?
Let's go, no problem.
Let's
Можем это
go.
сделать.
He wants to fight Charlo bad because it was...
Я скажу, я его ждал 4 года, но я готов дать ему возможности, чтобы он не ждал эти 4 года, которые заставил ждать меня.
He forced me to wait for 4 years for this, and I'm not gonna make him wait 4 years. I'm ready to go with him.
Let's go.
I actually saw somewhere on the interview that someone was doing a podcast, and they were saying that, but I couldn't find the source of it, that Charlo was actually wanting to fight him for the IBF title. But I don't know how much.
Пусть возьмет свои эти титулы, 4 титула, которые он до этого завоевал. После того, как я его выиграл, мне просто их отдаст, и все.
He's like, okay, if we fight and I beat him, he should still bring all his belts. He has them at home, right? And just give it to me if I win.
Have you guys watched any tape of Xander Zayas, and what's the possibility of potentially a Xander Zayas fight? He's ranked around number 6 or 7. He's with top-ranked Puerto Rican fighter, and he also got offered the Virgil Ortiz fight and accepted, and obviously Virgil went with Madrimov.
Что ты думаешь за него
Да,
вообще?
я понял.
Потенциальный бой.
Именно вместе с Зайсом,
Да, Зайсом, чтобы, потому что ему тоже
Чтобы-
предложили бой с Virgil'ом, но Virgil пошел...
чтобы подраться со мной.
Да. Потенциальный бой.
Не знаю. Если будет такое предложение, можем рассмотреть. Я так и за ним не наблюдаю, я особо даже не знаю. Я так видел какие-то моменты, но я его особо не знаю даже.
I honestly haven't watched him too much, but like, if we get an offer, we wanna fight.
And just to be clear, you guys are with the PBC or you're with main events, and PBC has an option because you beat Tim Tszyu?
Есть опция у PBC. Он спрашивает, ты с PBC или с мейн-ивентом, или у PBC хотя бы есть опция из-за того, что ты выиграл Тима Тszyu?
Я не знаю, я дерусь, с кем предлагают, там дерусь я у BBC, у Мэя Эванса или еще
Я не
где-то.
спрашиваю, с кем ты
Ну да, подписан с Мэя Эвансом, да,
Yeah,
конечно.
main events. We signed with the main events. But he
там-
doesn't know if there's an option or anything. He just fights.
Сколько последние 5 лет я у них провел?
The past 5 years he's been with main events.
Да нет, почему у BBC?
Oh, he fought with PBC. Yeah,
For
but he signed with
5
main
years.
events. Yeah.
Okay, so for the past 5 years, he's fought on PBC cards, but he is signed the main event.
Ты последних 5 лет дрался на PBC кардах,
Да.
но ты с мейн-ивентом подписан.
Да.
Но с PBC ты вообще не подписан
Я
никак.
не знаю.
He's like, I'm not sure about options though. He doesn't know. His manager handles that. But he fought on PBC cards, but he signed with the main events.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got a couple of questions from the people. Any of my co-hosts have anything before I go to the peoples?
I'm cool.
Да, можем подраться с ним.
He wants to mention also Lara. If somebody wants to fight at 154, he would love to go 160 to fight Lara and then defend 154 title too.
What's his thoughts on Conwell, Charles Conwell? We had him on the show not too long ago, and he would be he specifically brought up Bakram's name and said he would love to fight Bakram. I was a bit surprised. Obviously, no one calls out Bakram.
Био, не знаю.
Ты видел, что тебя вызвало вообще? Oh, he hasn't even seen the call out, but no, he haven't heard about him.
Oh,
That's
so
all?
he never watched Charles
Ты
Conwell?
вообще не слышал?
Нет.
No, he never heard of him.
Okay. You guys have anything before I jump into the people?
Yeah, I wanted to ask about Madrimov. What do you think about Madrimov's style? Very herky-jerky. Do you think that's a kind of style that would be harder for you to figure out? Or do you think that's a kind of a style that's kind of custom made for you?
Это стиль Мадримова, который что он раздергивает
Да,
постоянно.
я понял.
Для тебя удобнее или наоборот?
Ну, я не знаю, как это будет. Мне кажется, что он очень маленький для этого веса. И в любом случае, чтобы попасть в меня, ему придется подойти, а человек, который нападает, с ним всегда легко драться. Ну, а так, да, он хороший боксер, но я не знаю, пока мы не выйдем в ринг, я не могу на этот вопрос ответить.
I'm not sure until I obviously get in the ring with him, but he's a good boxer. But I think he's too small for the division, and the style he has, in order to hit me, he has to approach me, and I think I can. He's gonna get hit coming in, and can he take it or not?
Кто хочет выиграть, с тем удобно.
Спасибо.
And it's easier to fight a guys like him, like stylistically, because he wants to win and he wants to come in and fight. And it's better for me to fight the guys who wants to fight, who wants to throw down. Stylistically, he counters.
Sorry,
good.
go ahead.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
So I just want to get it straight too. So your hit list, you guys got a hit list pretty much.
Hit
And
list?
you can have it your way, right?
What's hit list?
Lauder, Charlo, Fundora. Any order.
Crawford.
He wants to fight Crawford. That's the best fight he wants to do. It. That's his dream fight. He wants to fight Crawford for sure.
Okay.
But second,
and what do you got about Crawford Canelo?
Canelo.
Canelo beats him. А какой второй опция из этих Лара, Фундора?
Не, но если Фундора, это номер 1, Лара номер 2, Чарло номер 3. Если вот так вот.
If there's no Crawford, yeah, would be Fundora number 1 option, Lara number 2 and Charlo number 3.
Я надеюсь, что если я выиграю Фундору, что Кроуфорд захочет потом со мной подраться после.
I hope if I fight Fundora and I beat him, Crawford will want to fight me to unify all the titles.
Все ради него, я всю работу готов сделать вместе.
He's like, I'm ready to get all the job done for him, so it's his spot will be just one fight to get all the titles.
Does he believe Crawford will beat Canelo?
No.
No.
Does he get stopped or does he go 12 rounds?
Не, я думаю, 12 rounds.
12 rounds, but he's too small for him. Too small.
All right, I got Octo that says, greetings, champ. What do you think separates the Russian style of boxing compared to others in the game? What makes it effective?
Что делает эффективным русский стиль бокса по сравнению с другими стилями? Почему он такой эффективный?
Я не думаю, что у меня русский стиль. У меня тренер армянин, может, у меня армянский стиль.
He's like, my coach is Armenian. Maybe I have Armenian style. I don't even think I have a Russian style of boxing. Maybe I have an Armenian style.
For sure.
Yeah. I'm Mexican.
I got Tyler that says, what up, champ? Tyler from Florida. Any chance we see a fight with Fundora next? Not likely?
Каковы шансы, думаешь, что увидят бой с Фондора твой следующий?
Ну, я думаю, таких шансов мало, если он уже хочет драться. Как это, Спенсер, да, какой-то?
Spencer. He's like, I think the chances are not that big if he wants to fight Spencer. Spencer, right?
Yep, Joey Spencer.
Joey Spencer, yeah. If he wants to fight him. Then...
Если один хочет, другой не хочет, то обычно боя не бывает. Поэтому для боя нужно, чтобы оба хотели.
He's like, for a fight, we need to both want to fight. And if one fighter wants to fight, the other one doesn't want to fight, then it's not going to happen. Yeah. Nobody brings up in interviews to Fedora and Virgil Ortiz or Crawford, Bakram at all. For the past 3 months after the fight with Team 2, we've never seen one interview that one journalist brings it up at all. I don't know why.
No. Скажи, эти очень люди в Твиттере, когда пишут, и очень много людей хочет посмотреть, чтобы бой был с этим, с Фондорой. Скажи, чтобы если Фондора, чтобы люди не думали, что он испугался, пусть он лучше примет бой и подерется. Какие проблемы? Он же профессионал.
Все равно кому-то проиграет.
Ну, да, у него все равно кто-то заберет бой.
He's like, okay, so when he tweeted about calling out Fundora, a lot of people commented they want to see that fight. And he's like, and if he doesn't want people to think that he's a coward, he should take a fight because he's going to lose to someone else anyways. Why don't he lose to him?
Nah, I'm with you, man. We got Ruin of 504. He says, has your team heard from Fundora? You already answered that, which is no, right? They have not contacted you.
Не.
Toledo Tree says, would you do business with Salida and fight Andriel Holmes for your first title defense? And what are your thoughts on, you already said you don't know Charles Conwell. Would you fight Andriel Holmes? He is the guy that has been ordered to be in an eliminator with Erickson Lubin.
Я этого не знаю, Холмс, да.
Да.
Но Любин сказал, чтобы я типа ждал его, написал мне в Инстаграме, что мы скоро увидимся. Мой
А
друг-
он с Любиным дерется,
Да,
да?
он с Любиным дерется. Я пожелал Любину удачи и посмотрим, кто из них выиграет. Я того не знаю просто. Да.
That's funny. So basically, he hasn't watched the other guy, but he recently, like a couple days ago, received a message on Instagram from Lubin saying "see you soon," and he responded, "Good luck in your fight," and that's it.
I know. I would rather Lubin fight Bakram versus an eliminator. I don't understand that one. But we got Little Zooted from the Southwest Africa, Nambia. He says, that was the nastiest left hook counter that annihilated Tim Tszyu. My question is, what's your best and strongest punch?
Это очень сильный боковой был, конечно, в этом бою. Какой ты считаешь, что у тебя лучший удар?
Наверное, вправо прямой.
Straight right.
Я думаю, любой удар, который соперник не видит, он лучше.
Like any shots that the opponent doesn't see it is great, but straight right hand is my weapon.
So when I asked Charles Conwell about Bakram, he said that everybody's excited about Bakram's performance with Tim Tszyu, but that he's watched you not look as good as you did in that Tszyu fight in other fights. Do you feel that's true? And why was it?
Ну, он говорит, вот этот Чарльз Конвелл. Чарльз Конвелл.
Yes, Charles.
Видел твой, ну, говорит, все так за тебя это, что ты у Дзю выиграл так красиво, типа, но он, говорит, увидел твои предыдущие бои, ты ни в каких из них так хорошо не выглядел. Хотя он не считает, что ты так настолько хороший. Это почему так?
Я вообще его не знаю. Он может считать как хочет. Ну, бывает много моментов, например, тоже в Рамадан, пусть он 27 дней подержит пост и выйдет со мной драться или с кем-то еще другое. Посмотрим, сможет ли он продержаться больше 3 раундов с нормальным любым боксером. И сможет ли он вообще выйти в ринг.
He said, I don't know who that is, but I want to see him fight me on at least 27 days fasting during Ramadan and see if he can survive 3 rounds or anybody else who's a high-level boxer. And there's a lot of confidence, and plus we grow also. With every fight, every training, every day we grow.
А что, он кого-то выигрывал из хороших
Who has he beat? From there's a reason he doesn't know him, because he doesn't know who has he beat.
You know him. You know him. He's the man that killed. He's from
Day.
but the other, and he also beat Davishov, Maxim Davishov, really bad, right? Ain't
Yeah,
that
he's the
him?
one who. Yeah,
Dadashev.
Ain't that him? I mean,
Charles Conwell. Yeah.
no,
Do you
but
guys
he,
remember,
but
you
he
guys
also
remember
beat.
Patrick Day, who passed away?
No, but I think
No,
they-
he hasn't fought Dadashev. Dadashev has a
140 раундов.
I
he
think
fought
they-
at 140.
I think they're gonna remember him
Yeah,
more.
Dagashov was Matthias.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
I'm pronouncing the name wrong. Hold on, I'm going to his box rec. He also beat a Middle Eastern.
Yeah, Dadashev was fighting at 140. He wouldn't be able to.
Надо было бы ему подраться с Любиным за элиминатор.
Why don't he fight Lubin for eliminator?
Он есть рейтинг?
He was supposed to
Is he
fight.
in IBF?
He was supposed to fight Jesus Ramos for the eliminator before Lubin fought him, but he had promotional issues and didn't want to take the fight on short notice. Now he's with Golden Boy. He's had 3 fights back to back, and you know he's claiming he's ready for Bakram.
Это должен был с Рамосом драться за элиминатор. Вот там короткое уведомление было, и он не захотел брать.
Ну,
Да.
так если он такой монстр и видит, кто слабый, кто сильный, он должен был всегда готов быть, не?
So if he's such a monster and he sees who's weaker, which fights, he should have fight on short notice and see if he can perform. And if the performance would be same as on a normal notice, you know?
Now, I mean, he's just in a similar situation. I think, you know, the promoter, but now he's with Golden Boy. Golden Boy is with Turkey Al-Sheikh. Hopefully we see him in the mix, but he's a
But
big...
is he ranked? Is he ranked for
Absolutely.
IBF?
For the IBF, he is number 13. For the WBC, he's number 5. For the WBO, he's number 2. And for the WBA, he's not ranked. But he is also number 8 for the ring. Bakram is number 3 in the ring.
Okay.
He's formidable for sure, guys. He's not a slouch.
We'll look him up.
We got the next one comes from Jamal. He says, "Hey Bakram, Jamal from Dallas. Incredible win over
One second. He has a question.
Как думаете, какой самый лучший бой для меня?
He has a question.
Какой бы они хотели бы
What do you
увидеть?
think would be best fight for him? What would you want to watch?
Bakram?
Yeah.
Oh man, I mean, I really wanted the Crawford fight. I don't, I love Crawford. I love Crawford fighting Canelo next, but we also wanted him to test himself. A lot of people said he wanted to undispute. So obviously a fight with Bakram. I also wanted a fight with David or Jaime or Berlanga for Crawford. But for Bakram, I would say Fundora. Do you only want to stay in your division, or I heard you bring up Laura. Are you cool with more than just Laura? Because I like Carlos Adames Hamza Shiraz winner as well for Bakram.
Не, я понял. Блин, если бы они захотели, мы могли бы очень быстро...
Это вот тот, что... Это кто? Кубинец или кто это? Карлос.
Да, доминиканец. Его я
Но он с кем-то дерется.
Да, Шираз.
Oh, he said he would love to fight him too, but I think he has a fight booked.
Если они мне дадут
Yeah, he
пару...
with Hamza Shiraz, and that fight is on February 22nd.
Yeah, he would want to fight. He's gonna eventually go 160 anyways. He's big for 154. He needs to go 160.
Если 154 не будет со мной никто драться, имеется в виду ни Чарла, ни Кроуфорд, ни Фундора, то, конечно, мне надо будет подниматься в весе, потому что я там буду делать.
So if Charlo, Fundora, or Crawford doesn't find him, he's gonna go fight 160 for the title.
Yeah, I mean, we as boxing fans,
Not only Lara, he will fight the champions there.
We as boxing fans would love him to fight anybody at 54, but we know, they're looking for the bigger names. You see, Fundora wants to fight Earl, and Earl rather fight Fundora. Bud rather fight Canelo. He needs a name to continue to build momentum towards those bigger names. Lubin would have been a good fight too. Lubin deserves a title shot. I feel he's had way too many eliminators. They should have just gave him the title shot because your number 1 and your number 2 are vacant anyway.
Yeah, who Lubin's fighting, yeah, they should have given him title fight right away.
I know. We got Pristine Sports Network from Virginia. What's up, champ? If you could face one champion at 54 next, who would it be?
Crawford.
Crawford. I love that, man. I wonder if Crawford fans are going to demand that fight.
You guys should ask him too. You guys should bring it up to the champions. Nobody brings up Bakram to champions at all.
Well, that's because Crawford picks and chooses who he's being interviewed with. He know
interview. Oh, I see what
he know over here we gonna ask him about all them tough fights. He know over here we gonna tell him that Canelo fight, is a money grab. He
says only one champion has to be at the weight class. Only one champ. That's it.
Потому что сейчас, получается, я чемпион только на 1/3 или на 1/4 получается.
He's like, I'm only 1/3 of champion basically now. He's like, only one champion has to be there.
How difficult is 154 becoming at this point? I mean, are we looking at 160 real soon?
You mean cutting weight?
Yeah, like how difficult is it for him to make 154 now, and is he going to be jumping to 160 really soon?
Насколько тяжело тебе гонять вес 154?
Я был прошлый бой 152.
Yeah, the weightings he was like when he was cutting weight. No, it's no problem for him to cut weight at all. He's not. He looks big, but he doesn't walk around big.
Я весил 152 pounds.
He was when we cut weight. He made 152 actually, and then he had to drink water before the weighting. 151.8 to be accurate. He can make 147, I think, but there's no point.
Да никакой.
No, I was joking. He says no. Yeah, but he has no problem making weight.
All right.
So 160 isn't something that's going to happen soon.
Oh no, but he will feel comfortable with his size at 162.
Я провел 10 боев 160.
He fought 160 10 times.
Wow.
He wants to fight soon, for sure.
Я даже дрался, скажи, 2 боя 168.
He has 2 fights at 168, so Canelo, look it up.
Hey, listen, maybe throw Janet back in the mix, man, because he's
Yeah.
always out here
Johnny
begging for
Ben
a
got
fight
2
at
belts.
160. Come on, man.
Очень хорошо общается у нас один менеджер. Если есть другие бойцы, я бы хотел подраться с другими бойцами. Если все уже нет других бойцов, то понятно, хоть с кем можно подраться.
Yeah, so if there's other fights by Johnny Beck, he would rather fight them because they're friends and they have same manager. You know, it's not gonna be same rivalry. You know, obviously if there's no choice, you know, then we can talk. But like if there's other fighters, why would he fight his friend? It's not gonna be the
Нет,
same.
подраться. Тут
Right.
есть 150 боксеров, понял, которые...
There's
с которыми
150
можно-
boxers that I can fight. Why would I fight someone who has the same manager as I am and someone that I'm in a good relationship with?
Only reason is because he got 2 belts, man. At the end of the day, he got something you want.
Yeah.
Tell him to vacate one of them joints for you. You know what I mean? Let you move up to 160 if he the homie.
Это, единственное, да, этот, потом, там он не 150 этих бойцов, у них 2 пояса есть, как у него.
Ну, 100%.
Yeah, you're right about him having 2 belts for sure.
I got a few more. We got Mr. Benny Hill that says, did Tim Tszyu do anything impressive to you in your fight? And what did you expect him to do well that you were able to stop? I know it's a bit confusing, but essentially he wants to know, what did Tim Tszyu do well?
What did you expect him to
what
do
did you
before?
expect?
Yeah, смотри, говорит, что-то сделал Тим Дзю такое, что тебя удивило, и что ты ожидал, допустим, чего опасался в этом бою, то, что ты ожидал, он будет делать хорошо.
Я думал, он будет намного сильнее. А остальное...
А удивил ли он чем-то?
Он ничем не мог удивить, потому что у него не было силы. Одно качество, которое я думал, что у него будет намного сильнее, чем у него есть, это сила.
So I expected him to be a lot stronger and hit harder, but so he basically didn't surprise me with anything because he didn't have that power that he expected him to have. So he didn't have that tool that he expected him to have to surprise him.
В плане техники, в плане защиты у него же это все хромает, и все мы об этом знали. Вопрос был только в его силе, потому что он очень сильно вырубал некоторых бойцов, особенно Харрисона.
So when it comes to his technical aspects or his defense, we all knew that he has a lot of holes there. But we expected him to be a lot stronger because he put a lot of people to sleep, especially like Harrison. He stopped Harrison, and it was very surprising. So he expected him to be a lot more stronger.
All right.
And can I say, let me real quick, I love when you get that knockout, how you look up and scream Allahu Akbar. It's fucking cool. It's really cool. It adds great dramatic to the fight. I love it.
Это все было автоматически, там не было ничего заготовленного.
It was all automatically, it wasn't like, it just came out.
I got Huang in Houston that says, what's your thoughts on Muslim fighters refusing to speak about the atrocities in the Palestines? UFC fighters are more vocal, whereas boxers are quiet. Is this coming from promoters to be silent?
Говорит, в чем проблема бойцы по исламу, мусульманские бойцы, боксеры молчат про Палестину, хотя UFC бойцы очень много за это говорят. Это, может быть, промоутеры как-то им типа запрещают?
Ну, я думаю, в первую очередь, да, говорить это хорошо, но в первую очередь это надо молиться за них, что оружие каждого человека – это молитва. Поэтому, например, мне никто не запрещал, и у меня не было такого особого момента даже об этом говорить. Но я молюсь каждый день за них, чтобы у них все было хорошо. Я за них очень переживаю, не только за них, я переживаю за всех людей в странах, в которых идет война, потому что все мы люди, и все мы должны умереть по воле Всевышнего, а не из-за войн.
He says that our strongest weapons are our prayers, and I pray every single day for people in Palestine, not only them, also for people that are in the war, because we all have to die from God, not just from other people killing each other. And I pray for everyone who's in the war. And to me personally, nobody told me to not talk about it, so I don't know their situation, but I hope they pray. At least they pray, because that's our strongest weapon.
We got greetings, champ. David Garcia from Anaheim, Arizona. Now that Bud is off to 168, who do you think will be the biggest challenge at 154?
Кто самый сложный бой 154 на данный момент, когда если Кроуфорда там не будет? Вот именно самый тебе тяжелый бой будет, ты считаешь, по стилю?
Maybe
That's Anthem, Arizona. Excuse me.
Spence, может быть.
He says stylistically, probably Spence would be the toughest fight.
Spence?
Maybe,
Stylistically, yeah.
Spence, very strong fighter.
So you don't think he's done? You think he still has a lot left?
Думаешь, что у него очень много пороха?
Ну, я думаю, да, потому что по одному бою судить нельзя. Если он тренируется, если он в хорошей форме,
If
я
he's
думаю,
training-
он, ну, например, я думаю, он бы выиграл бы Фундору.
If he's training and if he's in good shape, if he's training and he's mentally there, I cannot judge him off one fight. What about before those fights?
То есть, сколько он крутых бойцов нам подарил.
How many strong fighters
из
that,
одного боя, как
yeah,
мы
that
можем
he
писать
beat, and
человека.
you can just write him off one fight. And I think if he's mentally there, if he's training, he's very dangerous opponent. And he says that he thinks that he would have beat Fundora for sure.
All right.
Look at those body shots. Come on.
What's your thoughts on Canelo telling Crawford he only beat one good fighter in Spence? Do you believe that?
Канело, что думаешь, что Канело говорит про Кроуфорда, что Кроуфорд только за всю карьеру одного бойца сильного выиграл?
Нет, это мой любимый боксер, поэтому
Кто?
Кроуфорд, да, поэтому, ну, у него была карьера, я думаю, не особо хуже, чем у Канело. Просто у Канело была возможность выбирать, с кем он хочет драться, а у Кроуфорда такой возможности не было. Из-за этого ему приходилось драться, кого ему дают.
He's like, I watch, a lot of Crawford, and he's my favorite fighter actually at the moment. And it's just his career was not weaker than Canelo's career, and Crawford actually had a lot of tough fights. It's just Canelo had opportunities to pick the fights, and Crawford did not have that opportunity. And Canelo picked bigger names, I guess. But he's like, Crawford is my favorite fighter, so I
Я
cannot go
считаю,
against him.
Кроуфорда намного сильнее, чем Канело. Просто в боксе весовые категории они просто так придуманы. Из-за этого я отдаю
I think
предпочтение
Crawford is a
Канело.
lot better fighter than Canelo. It's just there's a weight classes, in boxing. That's why I think that Canelo is going to beat him. But I think as a boxer, Crawford is a lot better.
We have Malcolm in New York. He says, if PBC fails to make the Fundora fight, will you be willing to take on Charles Conwell? You say you don't know who he is yet.
Если BBC не предложит тебе Фудору, а предложит Конвелла, ты подерешься с ним?
На шоу BBC?
Yeah.
Да, но на шоу Golden Boy нет, потому что мы видели, как они хорошо судят.
I would fight him for BBC, but I would not fight him for Golden Boy because we've seen the judging on Golden Boy.
We got James Benitez that says, why not offer Spence a shot? He has a good relationship with the IBF. I guarantee the IBF will approve him and turn that into a big pay-per-view opportunity for you, Bakram.
Это почему не предложить Спенсу возможность подраться с тобой? У него уже хорошие отношения с IBF, и IBF, возможно, бы из этого большой pay-per-view сделал.
Ну, я буду очень рад.
I'll be happy to fight him. If IBF orders it, it'll be great.
Yeah,
That'll be a good fight.
That is a good fight.
Нету разницы, с кем драться. Если бой имеет для меня какой-то смысл, мы можем сделать
Coach is
любой
asking
бой.
like 5 minutes, maybe.
No, that's it. We're done. That was the last question, Bakram. We appreciate you.
Okay.
Yeah, thank
Последний
you.
You
вопрос.
want to give out his social media?
Oh, but what said he's like, yeah. Okay. Твой социальные сети, Twitter, Instagram, как тебя найти?
Да, Бахрам 95.
Everywhere is Bakram 95.
All right, guys, we appreciate you so much, man. Hopefully something shakes and you can get some of these big fights.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so
bye-bye.
much. Thank you for supporting, and hopefully we'll see you in Vegas.
All right, yeah, I'll be here. Just hit Amin up, and I'll come meet you guys. All right. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Bakram Murtazaliev. I should have asked him how to